To be honest, this is not a video I thought I would make, but what should Arsenal do with Folarin Balogun? Arsenal's third choice striker has been out on loan in France with Reims, and he has had an unbelievable season. He is top scorer for the ligue side, scored a hat-trick the other day and a goal away at PSG. But what should Arsenal do with him? Of course, Gabriel Jesus is Arsenal's #1 striker. Eddie Nketiah has been Arsenal's second choice striker, and due to Jesus' injury, has come into the side and looked really good with a lot of goals. So where is Balogun's place in the team? Once his loan spell is over at the end of the season, should Arsenal look to sell the man for 40 to 50 million, or should we look to keep him? That is what I'm discussing in this video. As always, let me know your thoughts on Balogun in the comment section down below. What would you do with him, especially you Arsenal fans? I'd love to hear it. And if you're new around and you love Arsenal football related content, this is the place to be. Make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 2,000 subscribers. I'm a massive fan of Balogun. I'm going to start by saying that even when I saw him at Haylen with the youth squad, I was thinking there's a player on our hands here. Really tricky player. Of course, he played for Arsenal in the first game of last season against Brentford due to all the COVID cases, and he wasn't quite at it. I'm not going to quite blame him for that. It was his first chance in the Premier League. It was a hostile game, a tough game against Brentford, and no one really played well. And since then, he hasn't really had a chance for Arsenal Football Club. We've decided to loan him out to Reims in League One, and he's had one hell of a season. He has been unbelievable to say the least, and he's a top scorer in that league with the likes of Mbappe and Neymar playing in it. So what do we do with him? I mean, a lot of people I'm hearing saying we should cash in, we should sell him. He's not going to get into the starting 11. But for me, I've got a different mindset. I'd like to bring him back. For me, despite how well Eddie Nketiah has played, and he's played unbelievably for Arsenal, I do believe Balogun has got a higher ceiling than Eddie Nketiah. The athleticism of Balogun, he's taller, he's stronger. I'd actually say he's faster. He's already banging in goals at his young age. He, for me, could actually be Arsenal's proper second choice striker over Eddie Nketiah in years to come. So I'd like to keep a man like that. I know Eddie Nketiah is doing well for us right now, but for me, I honestly think Balogun can be the future of this football club. I really do believe so. And I know it's Ligue 1, and I see Lacazette even in the scoring charts. We know what he's been doing for Arsenal recently, which, to say the least, hasn't been amazing. So I know you've got to take it with a pinch of salt. But seeing this man perform like this, and when you give him confidence, give him a run in the side, it's a really good look. And for me, we have to keep players like that. I understand sell him for 40, 50, and it's probably going to get the most amount of money you can for him. But when I look at Balogun, I look at the form he's in, surely he's the type of player that we can use in this team. Even if it's someone we bring off the bench, last 10, 20 minutes. We saw against Brentford, when they scored to make it 1-1. We looked void of ideas. Eddie Nketiah was the only player. We didn't have a third choice striker to bring off the bench. And Eddie Nketiah is not the tallest, he's only 5'9". Balogun would offer a bit more in the air, I believe. I think he'd be also a great finisher as well. We know just like Eddie Nketiah, he's someone that can get on the end of chances. And he'd be a really good player to bring off the bench. Almost top sides have 3 top quality strikers. You have a starting striker, you have a backup striker, and then you have a striker that can rotate in for cup games. We've only got 2 strikers, Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus. Jesus, of course, is injured. So now we just have Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah's played every game for Arsenal. So when he has a dip in form, we are suffering. Balogun, we need someone else. For me, I would not be against Arsenal signing a third striker of the likes of kind of like Olivier Giroud, that type of player, like a plan B type striker, Mitrovic type striker, that could be a bit more of a presence in the box, especially given sometimes when teams play a low block, we might need to cross it in, and we need someone to just head the ball in the back of the net. We don't really have that. Balogun could mould to be that type of player. He's already quite tall, he's quite athletic in that sense as well, and he could be that type of striker for Arsenal. He's a unique player in that aspect, and I think he can bring a lot of benefit to this football club, to be honest, man. I mean, it was good not recalling him. A lot of people were saying, oh, we should have recalled him. Nah, let him have his time in France. If anything, we're going to send him out on one more loan as well to see him have one more. I think probably send him out on loan to a Premier League club next season. I'd be definitely for that, to see how he performs there. But it's just really nice to see an Arsenal player, and a proper Arsenal player, a loanee, have a really good season out in France, get his confidence up, especially as a striker. And I don't believe it's the right time to cash in on him. I believe we should bring him back, give him a summer pre-camp with Arsenal, and then decide from there, do we loan him out to a Premier League club, or do we keep him and try and integrate him with the first team? But for me, we should not be selling Balogun. As always, let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on the topic. Would you like Arsenal to sell Balogun in the summer? And if so, how much would you like to get for him? 40, 50 million or so? Or would you like to see him come back and potentially start, not necessarily start, but be in a team ahead of Eddie Nketiah maybe as a second choice striker? Or would you like to keep him as a third choice bench striker to rotate in for like Carabao Cup games, etc.? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're new around and you love Arsenal and football related content, this is the place to be. Make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 2,000 subscribers. I've been Football to see you all in my next video.